Hey, what's up, guys? So I had this kind of cool experience. I was talking to someone last week about, I think, healing and words of knowledge. Um, God was speaking to me a lot about ask and you will receive, different verses relating to that. And so I saw this box, empty gift box, as I was talking to this person. And I asked God, why is this box empty? And he says, because you haven't asked for anything to put in it. You know, we have to ask for things. You can want a gift, but, you know, growing up, it's like you could want something, but you got to ask your parents for it. Otherwise, they wouldn't even know that you wanted it, right? So you got to ask. Bible says that ask and you will receive, as long as you ask, correctly, not so that you can spend it selfishly on yourself. If you ask for the gifts, the gifts that would be used to bless others, there's nothing wrong with that. So, taking that all into mind, I said, you know what, Lord, there's one thing I really want to see, so I'm going to ask for this. And so I asked for more words of knowledge. Um, I asked that I would have a word of knowledge for this Sunday, so today. And I got a picture of, so I saw teeth that were decayed, and the decay had spread into the jaw and actually caused, you know, kind of extensive damage. The jaw was still there, but there was obviously, it was a more major issue than just a little cavity. So I had the word knowledge. I've never even heard of that condition before, or I didn't even know if it was really possible. So I looked it up, and it is possible. So I went into today, kind of waiting for the right time to share that word. And it didn't seem like it came, I kind of felt like maybe it was going to happen at one point, but then it just was like it didn't pan out. So I was like, okay, I really want to make sure that this is for real, because I asked for the word, so it's like I needed to be faithful and actually find who this word was for and who the healing word was for. So I was talking to my friend Jenny, who I was sitting near up front in church. And, we were just talking for a while about some random stuff. And I told her, I was kind of glancing around the room looking, because I'm like, maybe God will highlight the person to me. And so I'm looking around and I start telling her, I'm like, hey, yeah, so I'm looking around for this person that I had this word of knowledge for. So I'm trying to see, where they are at, instead of going on the mic and them coming to me. I was like, I'm going to, try to actually find them. And so what happened was I started explaining the symptoms to her. I'm like, yeah, it's like some tooth decay that ended up getting into the bones. And she's like, I had that and I'm dealing with that right now. And I have surgeries and stuff that need to come up to try to repair some of the stuff. And I'm like, okay, this is crazy, because it's like I just happened to be talking to her about this, and she was the word of knowledge. So we ended up praying for her for healing. It's something where it's like I've learned to not get disappointed if you don't see an instant healing, because God's promise is that we are healed by the stripes of Jesus. So that's a promise. And I'd say usually when we don't see that, it's because we start getting disappointed. We start losing hope. We start doubting. We stop believing. So, we prayed for, we released the healing into the jaw, restoration into the joints, alignment. And so, I haven't heard the good report yet, but I believe it's coming very soon. So, and honestly, it's just a really cool story how I had the word of knowledge, and how it just ended up instead of having to look for the person, I was talking face to face with them. Pretty cool. And it's also cool. I think it just goes to show the whole idea of asking you will receive. It truly did happen like that. So I just want to encourage you to ask and receive.